3/4 of the expenditure on these sectors is in the state governments.
Right.
The central government should, in my view, do more, and we're trying to do that. But actually, unless you get a comparable effort on the part of state governments,
right,
it's not going to have any impact whatsoever.
Here's the question.
So we need to focus that. And, you know, we cannot force them. And that's an important
Okay,
issue.
got that. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I'm Mahesh from MDI Gurgaon. I come from Andhra Pradesh. 2004 to 2009, the state government launched a series of schemes, a lot of freebies, and eventually in 2009 they won the elections. And in 2010, the Planning Commission interfered and shut down all the freebies, saying that they were not financially viable, which is something that you interfered in. So my first question is, when does the Planning Commission actually interfere and say, no, this is not working? And to the larger question, bad economics, does it necessarily make for good politics?
No, let me say.
Cut-out question.
Yeah, no.
No, actually, Amartya, you can answer that. Is good economics good politics, or as he says, is bad economics often good politics?
No, in my view.
Amartya.
Yes, certainly.
I think bad economics cannot be easily combined with good politics, I think.
Cannot?
No. I think, because good politics demands good information and good analysis, and good economics is part of that. But good politics also demands better social understanding, better cultural understanding. So politics is...
But he's talking about those freebies.
He is raising a very specific question about Planning Commission, which I leave
to
the Deputy Chairman to handle.
No, the general point is there are a lot of freebies offered at election time, which get you votes.
But you know, actually, I think there is a slight problem in saying something that gets you vote must be not a good thing to do. Well, democracy is about that. It's about getting votes and also guaranteeing human rights. It's also about giving people an opportunity to speak and argue. But it's also about getting votes and getting elections. So if there's nothing, you know, if it turns out that Narega is widely popular, like the employment guarantee thing, well, the fact that it gets you more votes doesn't undermine it in a democracy. It might undermine it in a dictatorship. But in a democracy, you are in the business of trying to get votes and pleasing people, because people are ultimately your judge. Now, the problem is the one that Montek mentioned, is quite often when we assess them, we look at the benefits rather than the cost. And what economists call opportunity cost by having this, what we are foregoing. That's a conflict question. And that is a question of raising the level of discussion in the political arena so that the softs are judged not just as softs, but as what alternatives we could have made. And that I would be entirely in favor of. But the idea that it catches votes, therefore it must be populist and therefore not right, it seems to me to go contrary to the entire spirit of democracy.
Right. Just a factual point, Badi. Possibly to my great regret, Planning Commission actually cannot interfere with forcing state governments to give up freebies. If some state government gave up freebies, they may have explained it to you by saying the Planning Commission forced us. But we have no power on that. Actually, our interaction with state governments is limited to, first of all, giving them money, which they welcome. Secondly, giving them advice, which some of them welcome, but most of them willing to accept. But thirdly, where central government schemes are involved, working with the central government on the guidelines under which this money can be spent. And there, we very often speak for the state governments, trying to persuade our own ministries that you shouldn't do a one-size-fits-all. So when state governments say their freebies have been cut because of the Planning Commission, they're completely wrong. There's never been the case where this has happened.
Okay, everybody, I think there's just so many questions still to be asked, but there's just no time left, unfortunately. I'm sure both of them are very happy to answer any questions you have by email. That laughs at it all. Anyway, I think they deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you all. Thank all of you.